for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
And many believe that Ryan Tannehill is ready to fulfill his promise. Been in the league a little while now, been through some ups and downs, some bumps and bruises, but the talent is evident. Can run it, can throw it, and I think now he's ready to be a great leader.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Go set. 8, read.
Check, check. Lucky.
Shoot.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll check this down to Hines. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, Connor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. A look at the defensive starter.
Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle who creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Go now. 18 Gator. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels to Connor on the check down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. They come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But while they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a good position because they're doing what the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots. To get an opening, you get a week off, don't have to play that opening week, and then you get a chance to collect yourself and see how everything else falls. But all in all, number 3 spot, they'll take it and run with it.
Yeah, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Ready? 30 base.
Running jet sweep here, Humphries. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Henry out of the pistol. And he's taken down inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. 4 yards on the dump-off at 2nd down.
60 out, Lord.
Like 50. It's your 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. This to Jarwin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, this from 48. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight down. There you go. Get up. Now.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the draw, Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's make these babies cry. Shoot!
On 3rd down, Daniels. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Ooh, the juke. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. 10 logo. Check. 9. Hey, come on, no.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. 5.
Tannehill on 1st down. He's got Smith here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
18 Gator.
1-yard gain. Brings up
Ready?
Off play action, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
boom! All
defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4. This will be 3rd and 19. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. And now Ryan Tannehill becomes the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Daniels finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Taylor Luan, the former first-rounder from Michigan, flag there. They'll run with Henry. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. On second down, it's Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Tannehill now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Henry. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Daniels to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. Screen pass to Connor. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Back to throw. Daniels. Washington's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a draw play. This is Connor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. I got you. Ready?
On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Snap.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. from the gun. Here's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it is the Kansas City Chiefs who will fight another week as they were able to knock out the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry. 48 yards. Now the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Right back to Connor here on first, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On first and 10 is Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, Daniels. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Tannehill now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. A give to Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 17, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A run with Connor on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Ready, break. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 54. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's David DeCastro, the former Stanford Cardinal, with a penalty. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Snell. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They'll try and throw for it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Don't get nervous.
And the blitz does come. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fights loose. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Connor running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it? Able to dump it over the top to him. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his running back, Connor. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
2nd and 6. Complete. It's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, watch out. Check it.
On 1st down, Connor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ready, set.
I'm going to get you all day.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away. But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, they have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Kill.
Off play action, Tannehill. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cameron Hayward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Tannehill now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Daniels going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And now back out comes the offense. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog.
But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that were out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
Complete. Smith has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
15, check right, 15.
What?
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
You ready?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Daniels. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well. Timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Ebron's got it. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Daniels. And his pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. And that's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Daniels. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the turnover on downs. Well, they had to take.
If they did score, you know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
Here we go, set, 60 or 50. Let's go. Sit up. Big grip, big grip.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And down he'll go at the 25. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
Davis and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.